Hello, welcome to JavaScript Fundamentals tutorial. In this tutorial, you are going to learn about logical operators. There are about 3 logical operators in JavaScript: the AND, the OR, and the NOT. Now, it's actually impossible for you to understand, or better still, it might be difficult for you to understand this, but if you're familiar with HTML entities, then these things are ampersands. But in order not to bore you with all of those, let me quickly show you what it looks like on the browser. Let's avoid distractions for now. So the AND is actually double ampersand when you want to make use of the AND operator as a logical operator. And this is pipe, double pipe, and the NOT is exclamation mark. So let me quickly tell you more about the logical operators. The logical operators are actually used to combine 2 or more comparison operations. All right. So if you want to perform operations on maybe you want to perform comparison operations, multiple comparison operations, and you want to extract the expression after those comparisons, then you will have to choose whether to use AND or not. So for now, I'm going to proceed to the code and then explain what AND gate actually does. All right. So let me quickly show you what AND gate does. I have already included my JavaScript file and I have some code there already. So I'll be using some of these variables that I used in the previous code for comparison operators. And this is because it's more like a stepping stone for this particular tutorial, and that's why I had to retain some of them. Okay, so for now, the AND logical operator works in this way. If we have a comparison, I'm going to use this as an instance. You have a comparison here which is comparing whether A is greater than B, and you have another comparison here which is comparing whether A is greater than or equal to B. Right? Okay, so at this point here, there is something you have to understand. You have to be keen about this whole thing, right? So I need to just be careful so I can distinguish this. All right. So for now, what we are doing is that I am comparing whether A is greater than B. A is 5 and B is 7. Of course, at this point, I'm going to get a false. I also compare whether A is greater than or equal to B. A is not greater than B and A is not equal to B. Again, I will get a false. So the AND works in this manner. It checks whether we have a true here and at the same time a true from this evaluation. When both evaluations are true, when both expressions are true, then the final result becomes true. So the and is of the concept that if both conditions are true, these are referred to as conditions. If both conditions are true, then the final result will be true. But if any of the conditions is false, then of course the final result is false. So let's confirm this investigation of the browser, and I'm going to navigate to my console, and let's look at it. So we have 5 greater than 7 and 5 less greater than or equal to 7 evaluates to false. Okay, so that's for this one, and let's proceed to the or. The or is of the belief that when any of the conditions is true, all right? So we have these conditions, right? When any of these conditions is true, okay, then the final result will be true. But if all, that means it can only be false when both conditions are false. So in this case, we test whether A is less than B. Our A is 5. 5 is less than 7. Yes. But we have again, A is greater than or equal to B. A, which is 5, is not greater than 7. 5 is not also equal to 7. This particular expression results to false, but this one results to true. So because there is a true at all, the OR logical operator returns a true. And that's what we get as our final feedback. All right. Let me also explain to you what the NOT looks like. All right. I'm going to explain the NOT gate to you quickly. Now, the NOT operator, sorry, I've been saying the NOT gate as if I'm teaching you logic gates. So the NOT operator is a unary operator, meaning that it doesn't have operands on both sides. It simply acts upon a combination of operands or an expression. Okay, so in this case, what we have is that we have some values to be tested as conditions. We have the first condition is A is greater than B, and the second one is A is greater than or equal to B. Okay, so of course we know that A, which is 5, is not greater than B. So 5 is not greater than 7. So this particular one results to false. We also go ahead and say A is greater than or equal to B. 5 is not greater than 7 and 5 is not equal to 7. Again, we have a false. But the idea here is that when you have A, that's this condition, whatever we have as the result of this condition, which is false, and this condition, which is also false, false and false gives us false. Okay, now what this exclamation, which is not, will do for us is that it is going to change whatever Boolean value we have inside here. It will change it to an alternate Boolean value. So if we evaluated false here, it will be returned true for us. If we evaluated true here, it will give us a false. So that is what the NOT operator actually does for us. So notice that your expressions must be within a parenthesis. Then the parenthesis will be acted upon by this NOT operator. Okay, so It's also more like you saying, if I have something like x equals maybe true, okay, and I'm now going to say, okay, I need you to console this negation of x. All right, so if I have negation of x, I'm going to also get something like false. So let's look at it. So as you can see, I have a false here. I have a true for this one, because remember that this evaluated to false, this also evaluated to false. So false and false gives us false, but we change that false to true by using the not operator. So I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope you are getting along with JavaScript. So if you don't get it in one bit, I will advise you to watch the tutorial again and ask questions using the comment box, so that I can also provide feedback accordingly. If you have not subscribed, please kindly do so, and make sure you share, you like, and I meet you in our next tutorial. Thank you.